So we're here at Deaknbuilt headquarters, Norco, California, and we're doing a post-race recap of Glen Helen. And we got the whole team, the whole crew out here, everybody that was involved and part of it. We just want to go over the whole weekend, and hope everybody enjoys it. So this race weekend, we've done Glen Helen the last couple of years. We always look forward to it. It's fun. It's technical. It's short racing, but it's 2 days of racing. It's a good event for everybody to come out and watch. Bring the kids out, kind of enjoy watching all the other classes. Everybody race, not just us. Sitting out in the middle of the desert and seeing a car go by here and there, you get it's a much better experience. You get to see a lot more. It's a lot more involved for all the crew, the family, the teams that come out and watch and want to support you.
I think going into qualifying, you obviously want to try and qualify first. We had some issues with the truck, with the brakes. We were able to make some adjustments, before the race.
Were you blitzing the first qualifying lap? Did you get everything?
I never do good in qualifying, Doug. Just
Slow qualifying.
I'm not a good qualifier.
We knew right away we had some problems.
Yeah. Brakes were off.
Brakes were off. We were able to make some adjustments.
Yeah, Buff and his friend Matt stepped in. They figured out the brakes. They adjusted the pedal, adjusted the brake bias, did a few things on camber of the truck, that kind of stuff. But we had all front brake pretty much the whole qualifying lap. We did what we could, but we came out, 20th overall or something. So going into Saturday, it's always a long wait for us. Our heat's not until, what time, 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock start time. It's cool to watch all the other teams go and watch all the other racing and get to hang out with everybody. And at the same time, mentally you're focusing on one thing, and that's just to get out there and, run that truck as best as you can. We went out there and, regardless of who's out there lining up with us or next to us, I don't even think that matters. We have one goal in mind, and that's just to win. lucky to get a good jump. Pulled away first lap or two from him, got a good gap, and then started coming into the next pack that started before us. And
that was the hard part. We were 4th or 5th row starting, so we had dust the whole race pretty much, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Just about, yeah. Just that terrible qualifying times that I laid down always mess us up in the race, but at the same time, it makes for a good comeback. So lap 2 or 3, we started catching the pack in front of us, which was, I think it was United Rentals was
6100 truck.
6100 truck, and they started about 30 seconds in front of us, and it was tough because we get a couple car lengths on them, we get up to them, and then we hit a straightaway, it'd just be dust, and it was like, which, you know, we're used to driving in the dust in desert races, right? But you know you got a good clearance of 100 feet each direction. When you're clipping through Glen Helen and you got a 4-inch pull on this side and this side that's holding up a fence and a couple K-rails and a few tires, you want to be, yeah, you just want to be a little bit more careful. So we chased the dust as best we could. Come through a canyon, dusty, and Doug yells out, "There's a 40-inch tire in the middle of the trail." So we slowed down, we rock crawled over that. Dustin was off to the side of the road, which was a bummer to see. We kept going, and then we got gapped by the truck in front of us. He pulled ahead of us, got a couple of truck lengths.
So based off what you were talking, like first lap, getting a good start and getting in the groove, how did the track develop after the first lap? I mean, from where we were, we could see that rut develop in that fast straightaway on the backside.
Yeah, long left curve.
How was that? Because you were bombing that. Everybody else was checking up on that.
It was wide open every lap, Josh. You get more grip, you get more traction, you know, the deeper you can get those tires in that rut.
It was obvious you guys were different. Josh and Landon and I were on the back straightaway. It was obvious you guys were different than a lot of the other trucks that were coming through.
We felt it.
You guys were hauling the mail. You guys were absolutely.
Overall, it was good. And then we came back to a pit full of happy kids, and happy parents,
Right.
and
Everybody was
happy
happy.
friends. So you can't beat that.
Happy.
Yeah.
So Sunday, basically, my role is to get the truck back to the finish line, and that's kind of where I was focused at first. And then
Well, we did a recon lap.
we did the recon. We did 2 recon
Yeah, we did.
laps. I
Truck felt great.
I thought I was fine, and then a couple guys started saying, "Hey, the jug's going to be starting behind you," and I was like, "Yeah, so what?" And then it kind of went on a little more. Next thing I know, Roy's in the pit. And he's smirking at me and smiling. And I'm like, oh, great, here we go. And then, like Jeremy said, you got the long wait. It was less than Saturday, but you still got the long wait. So, yeah, I was thinking when I went to the start line, I was thinking. As soon as Roy got next to me, then I thought, I'm going to go through this whole turn side by side with him. And that was all I had in my head. That was my focus. But
you started out side by side.
We started side by side. He got the jump, and then I come up over that hill, and
We ended on our side.
From inside the truck, I'm like right on him, and I'm like, I don't want to push him out.
We had a whole cheering squad too. Grandpa, Grandpa, Doug, Grandpa.
Yeah. So anyhow, then something started pulling me down the hill to the right. I don't know what it was. So something was pulling me, and
well, after watching the in-car footage of the truck, it's really hard to see over that hood.
as soon as Roy made his set to head towards the tabletop, then I thought I could cut in on him and start to go. And
And that's when we radioed pit maneuver.
I should have maybe tried that. So anyhow, you know the story. I am glad that we put those head restraint seats in, because my head went to the right and that seat thing with the helmet, and if it wasn't there, I don't know.
Instead of the roll cage?
Yeah, instead of the roll cage and all that, so I like that. The equipment in the truck worked. I mean, look at the cage worked. Yeah, the body's gone, it's a mess, but the cage worked, it held, it did what it's supposed to do.
Did its job.
You know, we had no fire, we had no major leaks, we flipped it back over, so. You know, I was pretty happy that we
you drove it back to the pit.
Fired up and drove it home.
Yeah, you got to have the safety, and organizers have to enforce it. And it's a good rule. It's sometimes frustrating, but it's a good rule. So overall, basically overall, it was a great weekend. The cage did its job. I felt bad because these guys drove such a race on Saturday that I thought was consistent. I thought it was professional. I thought they were hitting the marks on a changing track, and I didn't want to take away from that. So when we think back about Glen Helen, for this year, we want to think about all the good things that happened, not just the little mess up of the crash, right?
Yeah. No, not at all. The turnout with everybody that was there was amazing.
There's a lot of
the
people
pictures
there.
and videos we have. The guys that come out, James does an amazing job on his camera footage, and then we have guys like Landon and Kent that bring their own stuff to kind of tie all that in. But the camera footage, everything we got from the whole weekend, not just for us to see over, as time goes on, but for anybody else that wants to watch it. You come out, you come hang out with us. You'll see it's family, it's fun, and then when it's go time, we go racing. And win or lose, keep our heads up, we move forward, and we move on to the next one. So, plan is
September.
Chop, cut, rebuild, and we'll shoot for September.
We'll back out.
And try to get that W.
Who's only quiet in this?
Edit that.
That's gotta go in there.
Right?
Are we supposed to talk about how Doug was running around like he was on fire in his underwear?
We can, yeah. That'd be part of it.
If we'd have thought about that, that would have gone viral.
I think we should keep
I missed that part of it.
Keep the bloopers.
Do you have any video of that? I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Keep all the bloopers in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's Chuck's turn.
Yeah.
You said all this
Oh.
This is your fault.
None of us wanted to be here.
Chuck, you really asked him to come and videotape
No, I
this?
didn't. It was all his idea.
Yeah,
He said it.
Well, you called me, so.
going into Sunday, what is your plan?
Stay low.
Stay low.
Can you film that?
Stay on two wheels.
John, just sit in the seat of the truck.
That'd be funny.
That'd be
Back there making faces.